a wide range of advocacy and awareness-raising efforts on the North and South conflict, including the Nuba Mountains and the Blue Nile and the Darfur genocide, also Eastern Sudan and other different Sudan issues. He's also a founding member and president of Southern Sudanese Voices for Freedom, and the SSVF played an instrumental role in the passage of the U.S.-Sudan Peace Act and the appointment of a U.S. Special Envoy to Sudan. And since 2008, Nuba has been working with a diverse group of Sudanese diaspora to establish Voices for Sudan, and that's a U.S.-based Sudanese-led organization, and that's dedicated to resolving the humanitarian crisis in Sudan. And Voices for Sudan's envisioned a modern Sudan at peace with itself and its neighbors, where human rights are protected by the government, and where sustainable economic development can flourish. And then next we have Jennifer Christian, and she is currently a policy analyst at the Enough Project, and she's focusing on Sudan. And prior to joining Enough, she was a Southern Sudanese Peace Fellow at the Public International Law and Policy Group, or the PIL-PG. While at PIL-PG, Jennifer served as a legal advisor to the government of South Sudan and the Sudanese People's Liberation Movement. And that was on issues related to post-accession negotiations between the North and South Sudan, and the transitional constitutional process, as well as the Southern Sudan referendum. Don't want to leave anything out. And a North-South border, and some important areas, including Abyei arbitration. And so she spent over a year of her 3-year tenure with PIL-PG based in Juba, in South Sudan. And Jennifer has worked in the field of sports for development with grassroots soccer in Cape Town, South Africa, and has been a research assistant with the Boston College Center for Human Rights and International Justice. She holds a BA from Boston College and a master's in international politics from the School of International Service right here on campus, and a JD from the Western College of Law at American University. Also, at the end, I'd like to introduce Hashim Hassan, who is a graduate from the City College of New York, where he's earned his bachelor's degree and honors in international relations and political science. Mr. Hassan was a New York Life Scholar at the Colin Powell Center for Policy Studies from 2008 to 2010, where he's focused on numerous policy issues. And during his studies, he focused on oil-producing countries and the role in international trade. And after graduation, Mr. Hassan worked for the Center of Strategic and International Studies, where he managed events for the Department of External Relations. He also has an expertise in foreign policy and human rights in the Middle East, North Africa, and Sub-Saharan Africa. Among his other experiences, Mr. Hassan's interned at the Howard Gilman Foundation, where he's facilitated sessions on international and domestic policy issues, and that includes independence from Middle East oil, and sessions on international and domestic policy issues, such as the independence and also emerging markets. He's also a Sudanese American who has lived in Egypt and as well for 5.5 years. And Mr. Hassan is a native Arabic and Nubian speaker, and is fluent in English and proficient in French. So if you'd all give me a round, join me in giving a round of applause to